When it comes to agricultural property taxes, there can be a lot of confusion, and perhaps nothing more confusing than this. How is it possible that my assessed value can go down, but the amount of tax I'm paying goes up? Shouldn't I pay less? It doesn't seem to make sense. At first glance, it does seem counterintuitive, so let's take a look at how assessed value reductions affect your taxes. To start, there are three key terms to understand: the assessed productivity value of the agricultural property, the rollback, and then taken together, the taxable value of your property. Multiplying the first two gives you the third, and that is what your taxes are based on. Every 2 years, you receive the assessed productivity value of your property. You know it as an assessment. It may be up, stay the same, or come down. Your assessed productivity value is influenced by a wide array of factors, including crop yields as well as expenses and income that go with each crop. You may be less familiar with rollback. The rollback was introduced in the 1970s and is used to limit the effect of inflation when revaluing property. It guarantees that the statewide taxable value cannot grow by more than 3% on residential or agricultural classes of property. But here's where it can get confusing. There are two common misconceptions. 1. Rollbacks prevent my taxable property value from rising more than 3%. That's not correct. Remember, the rollback applies to an entire class of properties across the state, not to an individual owner's assessment. Your assessment can change more than that, as there will be variances among Iowa's 99 counties. It's the statewide taxable value that cannot grow at more than 3%. 2. If my property is assessed lower, my taxes will go down. That's not always the case either. Take a look at this graph. It shows productivity values and rollback percentages over the past few years. You'll notice they have an inverse relationship. As one decreases, the other will increase, and vice versa. So what does this mean for you? Let's take a look at the impact on 3 different farmers. For ease of comparison, let's say each owns a single acre of farmland. In 2018, the assessed value was $1,918 per acre, and the rollback was 56%. Applying our formula will give each a taxable value of $1,074 per acre. That's what they will each pay property tax on. What about the following year when the next assessment occurs? Farmer A notices that the assessed productivity value of his land actually decreased from a year ago. It's now assessed at $1,351 per acre, a drop of nearly 30%. Surely that means he'll pay significantly less property tax, right? But that's not necessarily the case. Remember, the rollback percentage also changes with an inverse relationship. So while his assessed property value decreased, the rollback figure increased, in this case from 56% to around 82%. The net effect is an increase in Farmer A's taxable value of $34. That's a 3% increase. Moving on to Farmer B's land, which assessed at $1,247 in 2019, a 35% reduction from 2018. How will her taxable value change as a result? Well, after multiplying the new assessed value by the rollback, Farmer B's taxable value will be $1,022, which is a reduction of around 5%. Finally, we have Farmer C, who saw his land's assessed value go down by 25% in 2019. How will that affect his taxable value? Multiply his new assessed value by the 82% rollback, and you will get $1,180, which is an increase of nearly 10% from 2018. Hopefully this video helps provide some insight into how assessed and taxable values are formulated, and to help reduce property tax surprises when assessed values change. If you have any questions, please contact your local assessor for more information. You can find contact information at www.iowa-assessors.org.